Good morning, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is going to be your general reading, your general mini cross reading for February 2021. I have already done some meditation and shuffling on your sign, and I did have a card present itself. So let me go ahead and turn the camera around, and we will get started with the reading. The card, as you can see, there it is. I'm going to put one more rifle and shuffle on this. I hope everyone is well. Those of you up in the north and the Midwest that are under frigid temperatures, spring is right around the corner. In fact, we're going to be going into the time change here pretty soon. You know, the spring forward. Anyway, all right, here's your card. The card that presented itself was the Four of Swords. This is where we are now. Yes. We will look at the unknown influence, the Lovers. We will look at the known influence, the Six of Pentacles. Oh, so now I have two sixes. The Lovers is a 6. The near or distant past, the Ace of Wands, and then the near or distant future, the 10 of Wands. You know, this card has been coming out for almost every single sign. And by the way, for those of you who are new to my channel and the style in which I read, please go back and look at the moon and rising signs for yourself, because sometimes the sun sign won't resonate with you. Also look at the moon, rising, and sun signs of, people who are involved in the situation, if there are any. So I only have this one major arcana here, the Lover's card. We are under the influence of a Mercury retrograde. But this 10 of Wands, I think, as I say, it's been coming out almost for every sign. And I just think it kind of speaks to the fatigue of being in lockdown. It's such a heavy weight. And I didn't realize until the other day, I was watching David Muir on ABC News, that he said something like, it's been a year. And I was like, oh my God, we've been in lockdown for a year. So it's kind of crazy. All right. So what's over the whole reading? The Temperance card. Now, for the most part, the Lovers is really about the idea of a choice between head or heart. Okay. I don't necessarily feel that this is, because there are no cups here, that this is a romance reading, but it very well could be. People have, it depends on what's going on in your life at the time. 2 sixes can speak to insecurity causing problems in the relationship. And then 2 sixes can mean that you and your lover are going to go on a trip. I don't know. Let me make sure that's right. No, it speaks to justifiable faith and trust in your partner. 2 sixes or issues surrounding equality may affect the relationship. And the other meaning of the 2 sixes is that it speaks to justifiable faith and trust in your partner. I think what I find to be most interesting is this 4 of Swords here in the center. This is a card of rest, of mental rest and relaxation, taking yourself away from a situation because you need some time to think, right? It can also be an indication of being overtired. And the card is saying that you should, take a break and rest so that you can take care of yourself. This 6 of Pentacles is speaking about, I just feel that some of you may have some additional responsibilities that you're having to deal with. Yeah. As we can see, if we start at the bottom, what we know to be true, the 6 of Pentacles, and this is a card of give back. It is a card of being able to help others. This can sometimes be the idea of someone giving you a financial hand up. But that does come with responsibilities, does it not? It comes with extra things. And so I'm going to take a look for you quickly at what this Ace of Wands could possibly mean. And I find it also to be interesting that we start with an ace and we end with a 10. So the 10 is a changing energy. And it's almost as though the energy of the cards is running both this way, but also that way. Okay? Because we know that after the 10 comes the 1. So I do feel for some of you that you are perhaps, in this instance, not necessarily taking on more than you can handle. To me, it speaks to the idea that something is presented to you and it's really a great opportunity for you. It fires you up, but you have a choice about whether or not you really want to do this. And the Temperance card has presented itself to say that, yes, indeed, if this is something positive and it's something you want to do, then indeed you can do it, but all things in moderation. And I just feel that for some of you right now, I would perhaps counsel that if you are going to take on this new project, you really need to take some time to prepare yourself. Okay. Now, sometimes the Lover's card can be the idea of some kind of rift between two people. This could be in a romantic setting. The reason why I say that is this mountain in the back always looks to me like a thorn. So there's a thorny situation here. And again, this Six of Pentacles can also be the idea of, it's sometimes shows up like the Player card, somebody who's dividing their time between two different people. In either case or in either scenario, again, the counsel is to look at what you are giving into the relationship, the time that you're investing, the money that you're investing, the emotions that you're investing, whatever it is that you're investing in this situation, and try to find a better balance. Again, the Temperance, all things in moderation. Okay, so let me take a look at to see if I can find, if I can gain any information on any of these cards with this Lover's card. So I'm just going to start here with the Wands first. Let's see here. We start with the Ace. Always good to see aces in a reading. Really it is, because it's basically just an opportunity. And sometimes we are presented with opportunities and we really aren't certain as to how that's going to play out. This card, though, can also say that no matter what the situation is, it's already a 10. So it kind of tells me that you can handle this. But again, you want to be careful with your energy and what you are doing. So the Ace of Wands. Nothing about the Ace of Wands. Okay. Let me get to these swords. It is the Four of Swords. Next to any ace indicates that some long-term plans need to be reassessed and reevaluated before you proceed. It may be telling you that although you may not yet be involved in any long-term plans or considerations, when they do arise, make efforts to check and recheck all aspects before proceeding, as some reevaluations and amendments may be needed. Because we see that if you don't, this is how you're going to end up. But the fact that this is a 10 tells me that you can get through this rather quickly. It's not like the 6 or the 7 where you still got a few more steps to go. This is saying that, yeah, you know, when you do this, know that you're going to be carrying a lot, handling a lot of things. All right. So that's the Four of Swords. Now, let me go back to the 10 of Wands. Nothing about the 10 of Wands. And then we want to look at the 6 of Pentacles here. Nothing about the 6 of Pentacles. Okay. So you do just want to watch your energy and make sure that you are moderating things. Something else that came out, spoke to me when I put down these two sixes. This is a 6th house issue. Your sixth house is work, service. Oh my God, why's my thing going dead? Work, service, and duty to yourself and to others. So this is really a message that you need to take care of yourself first. Take care of your needs first. Take time out to do some self-care. Moderate yourself, moderate your emotions surrounding what it is you have to do or you should do or you need to do. Okay, moderate those things. And if you can do that and take it in stages, yes, then I mean, really, I think you should take this Mercury retrograde and really do some things for yourself and go over your plans. Whatever this thing is, go over them, because you need to reconsider a few things and make a few amendments. All right. So what I want to do is I want to take a look at this 10 of Wands here and see what the 10 of Wands is. Actually, no, my guides just told me to look at the Lover's card to see what this is really all about. So let's pull a few cards here and see, and then get ready to formulate your question for the Golden Nostradamus cards. It's a new project for certain, that, you know, but the Yardro, the Costanza, and the Fortuna. Well, that is a quite interesting trio of cards. The Yardro really represents the idea of theft or loss. So it says that this is a loss of perseverance, okay? And this is what it is. In other words, maybe you've been in a situation for a long, long time, and it does give a prolongation of the particular cards to say, you know, maybe your luck has been bad, and it's been that way for a long time, right? But that's about to change. We see the Fortuna card, and this is one of 2 lucky cards in the deck. And what this does is it actually negates the idea of this Yardro. So I don't know if this is the idea of you feeling that you may be losing your independence if you join forces or accept this funds for someone, because they're going to have you working like a Hebrew slave. Okay, so that's why you need to go back over the reconsiderations and see how it's going to fit in to your life and your schedule. Moderation, this is the key. So just be cautious, be careful, and take your time. That's really all I can say to you. I don't see anything bad about this. And it kind of speaks to the idea that this thing is, even though the Costanza has this idea of a prolongation, a delay in something, right? It's the fact that the thief has shown up in front of it says that this is about to end for you. And it's, I think, will be ending rather quickly. I don't see any messages or news here, so I feel that this is something that perhaps has already been presented to you. But then again, it may not. It be something that may be coming up. So the Fortuna card says that it is about to change. So I think you need to be ready. All right. So here we go. The question for the Golden Nostradamus, number 13. If I'm not mistaken, this is the Warrior. Number 13 says, arduous tasks, great legends impart, are conquered by the courage of a determined heart. There will be an event you will have to face with courage. The challenge will be met and victory is certain. Above all, if you will be pure and virtuous. Now, the pure and virtuous thing is kind of weird to me, but the way, and it's kind of weird wording, but I just feel that what the card is trying to say by those 2 terms is to go into this literally with your eyes open and recognizing what may be asked of you and what you're going to be required to do, and do it to the best of your ability and speak from the heart. Be true and make sure that you get something out of it for yourself. You want this to match up with your line up with what your soul mission is, okay? Because sometimes, you know, people offer money for us to do shit and it just ain't what we need to be doing. And I say that to you guys all the time. Sometimes what people ask you to do or what you're required to do is not worth the money. So I think for some of you, this is probably what the dilemma is. You're not sure if it's really going to be worth the money. But you can make it what you want it to be by taking your time, reassessing the situation, and making some amendments. And this could simply be, negotiating something a little bit different for yourself in terms of how it's going to go, what you're required to do, yada, yada, yada. Okay? So until next time, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising, I hope this helps you. Stay safe and namaste.